Terrorgruppe Bokoharam bekennt sich zur Entführung. Mindestens 333 Jungen aus der Schule in Nigeria werden vermisst. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther and this is Esther's Diaries. I speak a lot about living in Germany, life in Germany, working as a nurse mostly in Germany, and a little bit of natural hair and health stuff here and there. So if you love that, please click the subscribe button and we have a lot to talk about. So guys, on this video I'm going to be talking about the kidnap of 333 boys from his boarding school in Nigeria, the Kankara boys kidnap. I know this kidnap happened like sometime last year. For your information, these young boys have been returned to their homes now. They are back home now. Everybody's fine. But I found something on the internet and I felt like, hey, how can I relate this to my fellow Nigerians? Who will relate this to my fellow Nigerians if I am not the one relating it to them? So I decided to make this video. So a news platform called ZDF Heute, also in German you say ZDF Heute, is a news channel. You can find it on Instagram, and that's why I found the news. Actually uploaded this news at the time, which was on the 15th of December last year, 2020. And there are some reactions here from Germans that I will really love to share with you guys. Some are funny, some are sad, some are good, some are kind of questionable. But guys, let's dig into this thing. Like, please grab your popcorn, it's about to get interesting. So guys, I have like 30 comments. Like, I had to like reduce them because there are a lot of comments under that post, so I kind of reduced them to like, I just took like 30 comments out of it that I would love us to talk about. My first comment coming from this guy GGG61618pp, whatever that is, says: seit die Kolonialisten aus Afrika weg sind, gibt es dort nur Krieg und Elend. In other words, he's saying that since colonialism left Africa, it's only wars and unrests. When people say things like this, I start really feeling bad for who wrote this thing, because it shows how much you're not informed about what's actually going on in Africa. We are not cannibals trying to eat each other down. There's something wrong in the roots of it, and as this video is going on, you are going to be able to maybe think for yourself. But just before we go forward, there are some points I'd like to dish out to you guys. This kidnap was sometime, I think, early December, and after these guys were kidnapped, I heard, or we were told, that Boko Haram had taken responsibility for this kidnap per audio. We all know, or if you have followed the story of Boko Haram up to now, you will know that they don't send audio. They send you video live and show you the people that they have kidnapped. They don't show you, they don't do audio. But in this case, they decided to send us voice notes. Second of all, these guys were not abducted. Like, understand, these are 333 young boys from the secondary school being abducted. How did you abduct 333 boys in how many hours? Please, did you use a whole day? Because it will take an aeroplane. It will take an aeroplane to move such a number of guys from a school to wherever you want to hide 333 guys. Are you serious? Anyways, according to what I heard, they were moved, some on bikes, some even strolled, like they walked to their abduction center. So guys, this story is not as clean as you might want to think. It's not just terrorist group kidnapping 333 guys. There's a lot of things going under it that sure Nigerians might want to take a deeper look at. But that is not my problem for today. I'm not so much into politics gisting on my channel. I just want you guys to hear what Germans think about this thing. Let us go there. The next person said, he's a Tom Danny 8, says, krass, dass eine Armee mit dem Häufen mit einem Haufen nicht fertig sind. Vielleicht ist so da schicken. See, the soldiers in Nigeria, the army men in Nigeria are capable. They are capable. And they've shown they are capable. They are capable. they are capable. Forget it. Nigerian army guys, our army men, our uniform men in Nigeria are sent to other countries for peace missions, and they go there and succeed. So why do you think Nigeria is a problem? Why do you think that their own homeland should now be the difficult place where they cannot carry out a successful peace mission? There's something wrong with this, guys. So this one is such interesting that they should send their army to Nigeria. In my work, they have acted extraction before. They can come and act it again and extract 333 boys with aeroplane. Like I said, these guys are already back home, so nobody's in the, at least these guys are no more in harm's way. Okay, moving forward. Next guy says, I can't pronounce all the names, so I'll just read. So the next person says, Furchtbar, die armen Kinder und die Eltern tut mir auch leid. Oh. Da willst du das Beste für dein Kind und schickst es in die Schule und dann wird dein Kind von Sadisten entführt. Oh, I understand that. Like, she's saying like she really feels bad for the children, and just imagine you as as a parent wants to get the best for your children, and you send them to school to learn, and then one sadist will just come and kidnap the child. My Nigeria. The next one says, man kann einfach Terrorgruppen schreiben, wozu dieses Anspiel auf die Religion. Egal was für eine Religion sie ausleben, wenn sie Menschen entführen und ihnen Leid hinfügen, sind es in meinen Augen keine Menschen mehr. Yeah, true. So actually, in the description of this post, the ZDF Heute, which, as I said, ZDF Heute, which is, as I said, a news channel, actually wrote there the Islamic terrorist group Bokoharam, and this actually got a lot of people who are Islam sympathizers angry. Like, why would you have to say that? There are a lot more comments that went towards this direction, because they felt like, why don't you just say an Islamic group? So this person is saying, irrespective of their religion, you don't just say, you don't put Islam there. When you put Islam there, you paint the whole religion black, or you let us say the religion black, but you paint everyone who is practicing the religion black, or make them look like potential terrorists. You can, anyone who abducts another person should be looked as a criminal, and not just painting on the whole religion, which actually makes some sense. This other person, I kind of find this comment funny, because so this post was made on the 15th of December last year. Since then till now, these people that posted this thing that they kidnapped 333 boys have not gone to post now that they have found them. So they have the idea that these guys are still lost. You see why these things are not really, some of these things are not equal. They are not equal. You get? But let's continue. So this one says, ich dachte, diese Terrorgruppe findet, dass Frauen keine Bildung bekommen sollten und entführen deshalb Mädchen aus Schulen. Aber jetzt, Jungs, keine Standards mehr, die Leute heutzutage. So this is what he said. So he said, I thought that this terror group was against sending females to school and not males, so that's the reason why they have been adopting females out of school. But now that they're adopting males, see that people don't have standard again on these days. Guy, what's your name? Team HD. Sorry, but this group is actually against all kinds of schooling, both for males and female. Like, they are not for school, they are not for Western development, they are against it. As you see, the name of the group is called Bokoharam, which means Boko, which should mean schooling or books. Haram means it's a taboo. Haram means taboo. So it's as if to say education is a taboo. So it is both for male and female. It's not about people not having standards. And this person says Illuminati. Zehara says, was wäre, wenn jeder Mensch zum Physiologen und Verhaltenstherapeuten gehen musste, so wie es die Schulpflicht gibt, und dort seine schlechte Kindheit oder sonst welche Probleme bearbeitet? Es würde, denke ich, dann selten zu solchen radikalen Gruppungen kommen. Okay, so okay, there are no she puts very few punctuation, so she said, es würde, denke ich, dann selten zu solchen radikalen Gruppierungen kommen. So she was trying to say that just the same way that there is a Schulpflicht, which means everybody has to go to school in Germany. Every child deserves to go to school, and every child should go to school in Germany. In the same way, we should also have a psychologic for a therapist. Oh God, there should be a law that says that every adult should probably regularly go to a therapist, to talk to a therapist, so that they can discuss whatever bad problems they had in their younger ages. Probably that's why they're doing what they're doing, because they had some bad experiences as a child. Maybe Zehara, or you're saying this Schulpflicht, which is compulsory schooling, is not very much active per se in Nigeria. I think the problem lies so much in the enforcement of the law, not so much as it lies on the presence or the existence of the law. So there are still children who don't go to school because the parents can afford it, and since the government doesn't have, as in some areas the government doesn't have good schooling facilities for the children, they stay home and learn some trade to keep alive. So next it says, solche Terrorgruppen mussten schon lange von Weltmächten zerstört werden. So he's saying that this kind of terrorist group should have been by now destroyed by the world powers, which makes some kind of sense. Come to think of it, Boko Haram has been a problem since 2009. I think, yes, I think since 2009 they have been a problem, and right now they have even added Fulani headsmen to it. They have been a problem since then, and this is about 12 years since then, and there has not been a conclusive solution to this problem. Remember, these people are working, are functioning in Nigeria, in Africa, so they might not have very specialized ammunitions just as the world powers will have. So why is it so difficult? These guys are not using computers as much. They are being very, very rogue and just doing what they like. So by now, if it was a world power problem, by now they would have solved it. But apparently they don't want to help us. Although at some point I heard or I learned through the news that some world power, I think the US stepped in at some point, but why they stepped out, only God knows. Moving on. So the next point says, die Menschen sind so grausam und das vergessen leider viele Menschen. Es gibt noch viele schlimmere Sachen, die man sogar im Traum nicht gesehen hätte. Wer weiß, wo die Kinder alle verschachert wurden. Einfach nur traurig. Naja. There are really bad things in the world, and sometimes you can't even imagine in your dreams, to even see in your dreams. And yeah, only God knows where the children are. Like I said, they are safe now and they are with their parents at home. Amen. Amen. Emma says, das ist extrem schockierend. Dafür sollte in dieser Welt kein Platz sein. Was können Kinder schön für ihre Erziehung? Yeah, so her point is, this is very shocking to hear. This kind of thing should not be in the world by now, and the children are not responsible for their training or for their growth. As if to say their parents send them to school, they didn't send themselves to school. So why go and kidnap the children that went to school that the parents sent them to? Go. You get? Good. Next person, gemischt. Gemischt says, wieso kann man Boko Haram nicht ausrotten? As if to say, why can't you just exterminate Boko Haram? N Feuerrasch, I think that's what it is, says, ich mache mir sehr große Sorgen um die Entführten. Die sind in einer brutalen Situation. True. So if they were still there by now, it would have been terrible. But thank God they're out. Next one says, burgaturkey says, also Nigeria dort gibt es Konflikte und Krieg. Es ist leider so, dass in solchen Ländern es passiert. This is another person that I would like to call out on social media and cause for hala, but because I'm a child of God, I'm gonna have says. So why would you post something like this? How will you say that it is normal for war and unrest to be in Nigeria? We just have to get used to it. No, it is not normal. I'm Nigerian. I lived in Nigeria up until 2015, before I left the country. We are not used to war and unrest. It is wrong, or it is not normal for people to be killed on the streets or in their homes, or bombed, or just burned for no reason, just because one terror group feels like they can show their strength. No, guy, whatever your name is, burgaturkey, no, it is not normal. It is not normal for it to be like that. Es ist nicht so, es ist nicht leider so. Nee, das geht nicht. No, nein, es gibt's nicht. Okay, moving on. So, Carmiganmirror 1 says, Boko Haram entführt wieder hunderte Kinder. Mitten in der Stadt. In aller Ruhe. Und das fällt niemandem auf. Das ist unglaublich. Allein der Logistikaufwand musste Behörden aufgefallen sein. Natürlich, die selbst nicht damit zu tun hatten. Like, this guy kind of spoke my mind in some case, in a way, because he says, how can a group come kidnap so many kids from the middle of the city? And imagine how much effort they must have put to do this, how much time it would have taken them, how much resources it took them, and nobody noticed, especially from the government. Let's assume that they don't have anything to do with it. Alexander 68 says, unglaublich. Eine bewaffnete Bande macht seit Jahren alles, was sie will, und keiner kann dagegen was machen. Funny enough, I think for most of the Nigerians, we are tired. We are tired. Every day, 200 kills, 550 kills, 5 shots, this one, that. Every day, you are hearing if it's not from the north, it's from there, the northeast, north, this, north. If it's you, will you not tire by now? Will you not tire? So for the most of Nigerians, we are tired. We are waiting for the government, because why? They are the ones who are receiving tax. They're the ones who are receiving taxpayers' money, and they should be able to keep rest in the communities. So if they're not able to do it, what can we do? Yes, so what can we do? Although there have been people who rose up in groups to fight back and try the much they could, but there's only so much you can do without government help. Although the government is claiming to do the best they can, and they are working towards it, and they have achieved some milestones, great milestones, I applaud them. But as long as people are still dying, we have a problem. So the next guy says, wo sind die Drohnen, wenn man sie wirklich braucht? Drohnen are drones. So he's saying, so where are the drones now that we really need them? Maybe we have drones in Nigeria. I don't know what we're using it to do. I hope we're not just using it to design or go and help other countries to fight their war, and when we have issues on ground facing us. Moving on. This was said, liebe ZDF Heute. Like, she's writing to the news group. She says, diese Frage, ob der Community solche Nachrichten Sorgen machen, ist mehr als makaber. Was macht mich sprachlos? Das ZDF galt bisher für mich als seriöse Nachrichtenquelle. Sie sollten sich über eine konstruktive Diskussion anlässlich solch trauriger Geschehnisse nicht freuen. Solch trauriger. I think is this correct? I don't know again. But let's read. Nicht freuen. Jeden sollte das still werden lassen. Yeah, I think her problem was that the way the news was written, it didn't look like it was sad. It felt like they had news. We have news to give. So she was like, please, this kind of news, when you're giving it, you give it some kind of sadness to show that you actually have some empathy on the people who actually were affected. Don't just put it up there as if to say, we got it. Marvelous Mimi says, was bitte wird dagegen unternommen? Werden diese Kinder gesucht? Von wem werden sie gesucht? Ah ja, Marvelous Mimi, yes, die werden gesucht, sie wurden gesucht und die sind schon gefunden. Okay, we found them. They are back home and they are back with their parents. They have some interviews on the internet saying what their experiences were, which was kind of creepy. But I would rather, like I said, I am not going into politics, so I refuse the temptation to go into politics. I focus here. So next person said, und hierzulande haben Menschen Probleme, ob es zumutbar ist, eine Maske zu tragen, um andere zu schützen. Das sind vage Probleme. Hoffe, die Kinder kommen alle wohlbehalten nach Hause. Yeah, it's something I used to tell people when people ask me, how is the pandemic situation in Nigeria right now? I tell them Nigeria has bigger problems. Trust me, this pandemic is not their problem. We have bigger problems. So yes, those people have bigger problems to deal with. Unas Benat says, es mit einem Wort des Islam zu sagen, sowas von haram. Dort werden Kinder entführt, zu Kindersoldaten oder Tätern erzogen. Unter die unschuldigen Flüchtlinge gemischt und hierher geschmuggelt. Hier demonstriert man gegen ein Bullerverbot und ein Stückstoff vor der Fräse. In was für einer Welt leben wir? Okay, so he's saying that that this is not just how did he even say that? Like, I said to say, see, in this kind of places, people are getting kidnapped and trained to become suicide bombers. And what we are here bothering ourselves is about is demonstrating on the street and saying no more knockouts, no more banger, no more things. That's what demonstration here is about. People are demonstrating that what? Face mask is a demonstration. Why people that they have carried their children away are not demonstrating? This world is funny, balance. So Fresh Fruit says, das ist das Versagen der Menschheit. So that's the failure of humanity. Deutschland sollte als reiches und mächtiges Land die internationale Gemeinschaft dazu aufrufen, diese Kinder wieder zu finden. This is so lovely. Wofür haben wir ansonsten Interpol? Diese Nachrichten gehen mir noch Wochen nicht auf den Kopf, während ich wohl behütet in meinem Haus die Wintertage verbringe. Okay, so she's saying that a land like Germany should come out and work, a strong land like Germany should go out together and call the international community and go to Nigeria and solve this issue. For what? Why else do we have international police? Because they have Interpol. that this story is so hard that it's not getting out of her head, even while she's in her comfortable, secured home in this winter period. Privileged people problem. Monka 1963. Wie schafft man über 600 Personen so schnell fort und somit? Traurig. My dear, it didn't happen fast. It didn't happen fast. It took time. And yes, it took time. That's the best I can say. There are some things that happen in Africa, in Nigeria, that we are yet to even understand. Even we Nigerians are trying to understand why some things happen and they remain just that way. But things are changing. I believe things are changing. Amen. 815 MS says, wie kann man eigentlich angesehen? Okay, what he's saying is, how is it possible that without seeing, somebody packed all these children and found a way to hide them? Is the government sleeping? Is it only sleep they are sleeping? This other person says, Nigeria kommt auch nirgendwie zur Ruhe. Oh, sorry. Edrovsky, sorry. Nigeria is coming to peace. We are getting better. It is not all war, fight, and guns. I was in January, the whole of January mostly, I was in Nigeria and we did not shoot anybody and nobody was dying around me and there was no war. So Nigeria is actually enjoying, most parts of Nigeria are actually enjoying relative peace. Just that from time to time, these terrorist groups pop out, show up and start causing wahala. So wahala means problem, start causing problems. So yeah, that's the issues we are dealing with. Isaac Klaus says, was macht einfach nur, das macht einfach sprachlos. In welcher Krankenwelt leben diese Entführer? They are sick people, forget. Kein Gewissen, kein Mitgefühl, kein Ruhe, nur Ruhe, Gewalt. Grund, weil mit der westlichen Erziehung nicht einverstanden, ohne Worte. Ich bin so froh, hier zu leben und nicht täglich Angst um meine Kinder haben zu müssen. Yeah, she's happy. The point of our discussion is, I'm happy to be in a place where my children are safe, I am safe. How can people be like this? What's that word again? Unbelievable. This person says, ist sowas Ähnliches nicht damals auch mit den Mädchen passiert, die jahrelang vergewaltigt wurden und vor so 3 Jahren befreit wurden? Einfach ekelhaft. Meine Befürchtung ist, dass die Jungen zu Attentätern erzogen werden, Selbstmordattentätern durchzuführen. Her point is, bring back our girls hashtag time. Yeah, she's saying these same people have kidnapped girls before, and for not too long ago these girls were released. Released, because it was a bit of a mixed situation which I'm not to discuss here. And she said that how that now these boys have been abducted to turn them to suicide bombers and killers. Anyway, next, this person says, das sind keine Muslime und haben nicht mit dem Islam am Hut, egal was sie von sich behaupten. So he's saying that even though they themselves are calling themselves Muslim, they don't have anything to do with Muslim. We cut ourselves out of them. They are not Muslim. They are not Muslim. They are not real Muslims. Even if they say they themselves are Muslims. Guys, I remember another comment that I didn't really put on this video, where I said that if you don't call Hitler a Christian, if you don't call the what Hitler did a Christian terror attack, why call Bokoharam an Islamic terror attack? Didn't Hitler show or call himself a Christian? So why didn't we say that was a Christian terror attack? Why didn't we say that's a Christian terror attack? You know? So yeah, I think this one goes just for the naming on how we call these things out, so that people don't feel segregated and looked down upon as in relation to their religion. Jam Goes JP says, ich hoffe, die Kinder werden alle gesund gefunden. Ah ja, die sind alle gesund gefunden, die sind wieder zu Hause und bei ihnen, soweit wie ich weiß, der Kankara Boys, ihnen geht's wieder gut. So I thank you so much to everyone who commented, who showed their care when they saw this video, especially jetzt zu meine Deutsche. Ja, ich bin sehr froh, dass ihr euer Mitgefühl uns geschenkt haben. Und ja, also in Nigeria gibt es immer wieder was, also es gibt immer wieder was, also wir denken schon, dass das ist nicht von allein, die passieren nicht von alleine, also die Leute sind nicht einfach so blöd und yeah, they are not just so terrible people, but there are other deeper issues that make these situations. Es gibt andere Sachen, die tief liegen, die that allow this problem to last this long. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to click the like button and to subscribe on the subscribe button right there below. I'm sure it's on this side. If it's not on this side, sorry, but right there there's a red button to say subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe, like. So share this video to every of your friends who you know that are learning German and we want to like be part of this kind of discussions. This is going to be so great for you. I look forward to meeting you in the next video. For now, bye.